Fuck yeah. We are going to South Tyrol, specifically Meran, oder Merano in Italian. How would you say it in German?
Meran.
Meran. But with Italian it's a little bit like Merano.
It's Merano.
Yeah, exactly. And do it again in German.
Meran.
There's clearly a difference there in the amount of joy that you put into life, I think. What do you know about Meran?
It's kind of the place where every German wants to go to because they have it all. You know, they got mountains, nice old scenery, and also this Italian charm. So still you're in a German-speaking environment. So most people actually speak German quite well, accent-free from what I've observed. Still you get this nice Italian flair to the place. Nice restaurants and typically good weather. So really good place to be, and that's why it's completely packed in summer. And we're going now 3rd of October, Day of German Unity, leaving Germany for Merano.
How can we be leaving Germany on the Day of Unity, your national day?
Yeah, it's probably because I'm with a foreigner.
Maybe. Isn't this like a big wine region?
I think it is. They're for sure bigger. It's not Chianti in Tuscany, but they do have some wine, and I think they have some local specialities, like some sweet wines and stuff. Like, we need to check it out.
I'm really looking forward to this because it's so beautiful there. So yeah, you are up for a treat.
Biggest difference between imagining how setting out early for a weekend trip is and the reality actually turns out to be. So you imagine it like, we're gonna pack our bags the day before, it will all be prepared, and we just get up, brush our teeth, and then we get in the car and we're super early. It's not so full on the roads, and we will just drive there with a very calm mind. And in reality, you're like, what the fuck? You need to pack this stuff, man. You know, the sweat's dripping down on me. I can't find everything that I was gonna pack last night. And you're just in the car and already feel done for the day. And then you're encountering roads that are just totally jammed. And you can't make your way through because you're not some Insta-Dinsta blogger who goes on a Tuesday morning. No, you just go on a Friday, which is a bank holiday, with everyone else. And of course, everyone wants to be on vacation this one long weekend. And you're with them, with all of them on the road, stuck. Digitization in Italy is not really a thing, as we can actually see here. It's really like stunning that in such a digital time they would keep people sitting in there just, getting your coins. It just takes forever for people to collect their coins, make sure they get to pay, and then you can get going. You could just, establish a system where you would have cameras track your car as they do in the US, and they know your license plate. You just get the bill to your home address. Like, what's the big issue here? People, they just drive there and then they approach the counter like, attendere? Oh, I have $6.50, I got it. Just let me check. And then they get their coins all sorted, like, I have 30 cents more. It's like, yeah, dude, just insert your damn card to make sure everyone can go. I mean, damn. It's wasting so much time. And speaking of sustainability, I don't think it can be very sustainable when everyone has to stop their car and accelerate again. I mean, just extrapolate that, because accelerating your car is actually what consumes the most fuel. When you're going you know, just to keep the car rolling actually doesn't consume so much fuel or electricity. But, you know, to stop all of these cars and then accelerate all of them again and multiple barriers like that one, I mean, seriously, speaking of sustainability, I think that would save much more than some start-stop engine automatic. What?
Call Greta Thunberg.
Call Greta, exactly. Yeah. Call Greta. Merano.
We finally made it. It took us probably 5 hours to drive, a little bit longer than planned.
It was not due to bad driving, it was due to bad traffic.
Exactly, it was other bad drivers. But now we're here in Hafling, actually. So not really Merano. But
which is where the famous horse breed comes from, right? There's this Haflinger horse. It's actually from here. I didn't know that.
But I did, because I'm a horse girl. So yeah, we're gonna do a hike here. We're just gonna figure out where we're gonna go.
Shaky gondola ride, seriously. I was just going to say, the Germans, they love it here because you're so far away from home. Like, imagine you come from Hamburg and then you just drove 10 hours to get here and still people speak your language. I mean, that's great because it's really a mix between an alpine and a Mediterranean feeling. And I think this is what makes this place so special. Like, you still think like everything's Italian, you got Italian food, which is the best in the world, by the way. And at the same time, right now it's pretty crisp. You know, sunny, alpine, and the nature is also a mix of both. That's a really cool experience. I think many Germans like it and they crowd this place, but I haven't seen so many international tourists, or also haven't heard of so many international tourists actually going here. So maybe a hidden gem when it comes to international tourism.
Yannick was very lucky. I think he pooped his pants a little bit because he thought we were gonna go all the way up there. Because we're not. We're actually just gonna take this chill road over here to get to our goal.
It's really a different scenery here. If you compare it to the Alps, south of Munich, it's much more foresty, and here you almost are above the tree line. Got these water wells everywhere, and it's a really nice and different experience. Plus, on a good day like this, bank holiday even, it's not going to be so damn packed with people.
Lunch is served. Today it is sausage, of course, because we're kinda in Germany, and then pasta, onions, cucumber and mustard. And it's a little bit of a gray zone here. I would say if you're allowed to actually use your camping stove out in nature, but at least we found a spot here with some water. It should be fine. However, in Sweden, you have no doubts that it is allowed. You have allemansrätten, you can camp, you can make your own food wherever you want to go.
We heard there's a secret lake here in the mountains of Merano, and we're trying to find it. Must be just here around the bend, and then we're almost there. But we've been walking for quite a bit. Let's see what we'll find there. Everything you need over here. You got your private beach, you got a nice lake, and you're catching the last bits of sunshine here. And the best thing is you're totally alone. The only thing you're not allowed to do is to fish, because someone put a sign up there saying, okay, this is private fishing grounds. I didn't expect fish in here, but the sign must be there for a reason. I mean, someone must have actually tried, probably. But definitely nice going here, because it's completely different scenery. It's pretty rocky, and they used to have a lot of trouble here with erosion, which you can see from time to time, but then they kind of put in some measures to make sure things are more green again and the ground is stabilized. So really cool that they did that. I think this is also what brings the magic back to this place, because you really feel like you're up in the nature, quite high up above the tree line, but still it's green. It's not just only rocks. And you get some nice lakes over here. And now I'm going to go for a dip, of course. I mean, seriously, check this place out. I mean, you got your nice lake here, you're completely on your own, and then, I mean, the craziest mountains just behind me. It's absolutely gorgeous here, and I would definitely recommend coming in summer, because you will have a very good time here going for a swim, 100%.
We are on our way back to the car and the parking lot, and I think both Yannick and I were in this mode now where you just want the hike to be over. We really don't say much to each other. We just focus on getting to the parking lot.
I still enjoy the nature though.
Yeah, that's true. You could be in worse places than this, and it's a little bit chilly now, but soon we're there.
Done. Quite steep in the end, but absolutely worth going. I would say so nice and calm here. Also by the parking lot, there's no people doing upper ski or whatever. It feels like you got this place to yourself. Nice crisp air, great weather. Like, what's more there to want?
Not much.
Not much. It's a really cool area, very tidy. People, you know, they keep things in order, and you just see these locals also, you know, taking care of their cows, and, you know, some boys helping their dads there, and then they get an ice cream at the shop, and it's just cute. It's a cute place, and it's not completely overrun.
Of course, we don't know how it looks like in wintertime, because then it might be after ski deluxe right now.
That might be the case, yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going to our apartment hotel. We're gonna fetch some groceries before, so we can make our own dinner tonight.
Oh yeah, we don't want to go out somewhere.
No.
Like after such a hike, you just want to, you know, put your joggers on, kick your feet up, and that's it. You know, whoever feels like fine dining after that, I don't understand you. Good morning in the morning. Day 2, Merano.
Merano.
What's poppin'?
I don't know, you tell me. You have made all the plans for today.
Yeah.
I'm just coming along here.
Alright, so since my travel buddy decided that she no longer wants to spend her vacations looking at old stones, which means churches, I don't know, she's probably disregarding history and culture. But
I mean, I'm sorry, but we have seen so many castles and we have seen so many monuments or whatever, because there's so many in Germany and Italy. I think I've just had enough. I want to do stuff.
For that reason, we are going to a parking lot, which is underneath a church, kind of, but we're not going to the church. Instead, we're going to Calcedonia to buy some joggers, and after that we're going to check out the Tappeinerweg, which is a very famous walk here above the city of Merano, and hope to get some great views from there. And after that it's going to be waterfalls and self-made raspberry liquor.
We're gonna get drunk today.
Fred Perry has even got their marketing on fleek here, putting their brand logo on the Tappeinerweg. How do you like it here on Tappeinerweg?
I like it a lot. It's very beautiful. You get a good view of the city, and it's quite an easy walk.
Oh yeah, you can really get a nice glimpse of the city from up here, and also just the valley, and to see, you know, how people just decided This is a big widespread valley, and we're just going to build a big town just in the middle of it. And it's so cool to see that. And it's not the biggest city, maybe close to 100,000 residents, and of course many more tourists, but you can tell that people still know each other here. It's not super anonymous, and people, they greet each other, so there is some local community here still, which is definitely nice. Both German and Italian speaking, and somehow it seems to be going together, and they seem to cooperate well, don't they?
They get along.
They get along. So do we.
I don't know. Do
I thought so, just for the camera. So after all, I managed to convince my girlfriend here to eventually get into the Powder Tower, which is an old building. Here you are. And isn't it a great experience?
Yeah, it's really cool to see the old stones that are older than America and how they are.
I mean,
put
imagine
together.
that every stone here has been there before everything that has ever happened in the USA. Isn't that an amazing thought? You're not so amazed.
No.
You're not. Anyways, nice view. Recommend going up here. That it?
Yeah, for the view, for sure.
Even if you're not into old buildings. I mean, this place is really unique in the sense that the vegetation really is a mix between Mediterranean and alpine vegetation. And I don't think you really get to see that anywhere else. So it feels like you're walking through a jungle, but then still not, because the air is so crisp and the ground is not very dry. There's a lot of just very thick, juicy soil and a lot of nice plants. Plus all of these nice figures here, so some people definitely put down a lot of effort. So absolutely worth coming, because this is a unique blend of different vegetation surroundings. Oh yeah, look at this fella here. Whoever came up with that idea had really a good day or a good joint. For all you international people there, whenever you come to Merano, make sure to don't wear hiking gear like we do, because Italians, they're always super dressed up, and any store you would go to, you just want to, sit down in a cafe, people will look at you quite weirdly because you're not wearing their Italian fashion brands. On to what? What's next?
I think we are going for lunch, right?
We're first going to the waterfall.
Oh, we're going to a waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Up in the mountains. Here we go, waterfall of Parchens. There's dozens of bathtubs of water coming down here every second, and it's pretty loud in the background. I hope you can hear me. A nice place to go where you wouldn't really expect a waterfall like this in this area or in this part of Europe at all. So we're going to check it out a little bit closer, but after that, definitely looking forward to Dursterhof, where we are going to have that self-made raspberry spirit that everyone's talking about. I wonder how it would be to actually swim down there. There's like a little natural pool, and of course you can't go due to this big hedge here in front of you, so you can't make your way through. But I bet some locals, they will know the way around, and when all the tourists are gone, they would go down there and take a nice swim. Or they would go on a nice day in the summer when it's just not too packed because it's not vacation time. That would really be the actual adventure here. Apparently here, if you stand by the waterfall and you never walk away, you're gonna live forever. Because the air is ionized, which means there are about, I think, 50,000 ions per cubic meter in the air. And just for comparison, in a regular apartment, it's 100. So 100 versus 50,000. These ions, they kind of compound with emissions, which means they make the air cleaner and they stimulate your immune system. I'm really happy that I remembered all of that from the sign that I just read. But yeah, you can feel it. The air is very refreshing. It's quite humid, but it's cool to go. Next up was Dursterhof. And this was much more than just a regular farm. I mean, this place was born just as a raspberry farm, but they made so much more out of it. Here we see ourselves having nice raspberry juice, some nicely local produced cheese and ham and cucumbers, and of course raspberry schnapps with a very drunken raspberry in the bottom of it. And for those who don't like schnapps so much, they also had a liquor, only 15%, because this schnapps had 40 and it would burn down your throat.
It's quite clear who's a German here and who's not. Look at how the bread is cut.
Possible to describe this place. I mean, someone here pierced like a big plate, like a big rocky plate on a boulder, and then on the other side you got this pond here, and up there, I don't know what that is, you got this tower, and in there you got this little man cave. It really feels like someone had to give their creative thoughts just a very free flow.
So this is a Kaiserschmarrn. It's an oven-baked pancake. It's really, really delicious, but quite a lot.
And another liquor. Even too strong for her. So after what we've seen outside, there's so much more to discover inside this place. And I think probably most of the people who go, they wouldn't even discover this, but we're so happy that we got to see this, and whenever you come, you got to do as well, because inside is where the real magic is going to happen. Seriously, this place is like the definition of a man cave. I mean, someone passes down this farm to you, this raspberry farm, and I mean, look at what this guy's making out of this. He's like building his fortress here in the mountain while having a restaurant on this place open to public. I mean, seriously, it's almost creepy, a little bit like villain in an action movie kind of story, but it really is cool to check out.
But it's quite good to have if World War III starts, though.
Best place to be.
It's like your own bunker.
Seriously, it's so cool what this guy made out of this place and what he's still doing, because they're just building this underground party location that is going to be so damn awesome. I mean, this is just going to be the perfect party location, because, I mean, just check out this place, everything that's around us here, and that combined with the views you get from up here, it's absolutely insane. Simply no words to describe this, other than it's so cool how you can make something so big out of your raspberry farm.
Yeah.
Because this is how it started. And down there's a quote. It sounds like it's from the guy himself, where it says like, see what nice things you can build out of the stones that people put in your way. So it almost sounds like he just inherited this place, didn't know what to do with it, and see what he's done. Just so entirely cool. No other word to describe it.
Do you want to have your bachelor here?
My
Bachelor
bachelor's party.
party.
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow. That's how much
Yes, I
it
do.
means to you. How
That's-
impressed you are.
Or yeah, we get to that another day.
Yeah, you would have been shocked when I asked you. You were like, what is she talking about?
What's she talking about?
What?
Bachelor's
Marriage?
party? Who?
Question mark?
Bachelor? Master?
Yeah. Oh, Oh wow.
All right,
Thank
okay.
you.
Cut,
Thank
cut,
you.
cut. So in South Tyrol, it's all about apples. And that's why we're going to start our day here in this apple trail. Curious?
Very curious.
Let's see what they got. So South Tyrol is so famous for its apples, right? So the question is, why is that? Again, here, the vegetation and temperature is a mix between alpine and Mediterranean. And this means the apples get a lot of sun because we're quite high up, a lot of sunny days, not so many clouds here. But also, at the same time, you have not so much Mediterranean soil, which means that it's not so dry and the apples can grow in the best possible conditions. Speaking with her.
If there's one animal I could have, it's a cat. Because they're so delicious. Yes. So delicious. So we reached a point here where I think my boyfriend will be super excited because it's an old building here with old stones and yeah, it just looks old. You're very excited, right?
Considering how many castles there are here in this area, it's quite surprising that it's not more touristy. I mean, seriously, this castle here is just 800 years old and there's so many of them around here. So you're really wondering, like, why isn't this place more popular in general? Because apparently in the medieval ages it has been, as there's so much history here to explore. There's so many things. We spent 4 days here in this place and it will be impossible to just get a grasp of what's going on and what there is to see. It surprises me even more that it has always been such a busy and popular place, but nowadays it only is for Germans, basically. Or for Europeans, but not for international tourists. I haven't heard anyone speaking English here except for us.
I've never ever seen any more perfect apples than this. The size.
Any apples more perfect than this?
Yeah, sorry my English. And now you cut me off. Now it'll be a little bit hard to cut this, but yeah. They're just perfect and they're so big as well. It's just incredible. It's like they have been drawn. It's like a picture.
See these nets here? Every apple field has these nets spun over, and that's for bird protection but also hail protection, because a big hailstorm at the wrong time can really ruin your entire harvest.
I'm really tempted to steal an apple. Am I allowed to? Like that one? He just looks so delicious. Do I dare to?
No, you don't. That's also what the nets are for. Against thieves.
That's true, against thieves as well. So after the apple trail, we just had a little bit of lunch in our apartment, and now we're going to a spa because we really need to relax after 2 very active days. So we are just gonna chillax.
Last day Merano, which means heartbreak incoming. We're here at the gardens of Trautmannsdorf. Apparently the place to go, because on Google this thing has like 20,000 reviews. And we're about to check it out, see what's here, and what we can see on the map. It's a pretty big area. It's been a horrible ride, my lady. What can you get me to drink?
I can offer you some Orst.
Obst.
Yeah, Obst.
Some fruits.
Yeah.
Well, I need a drink.
Some
Whiskey sour, please.
that we don't have.
Yeah, you don't?
No, we have beer.
What about some raspberry schnapps?
Yeah, that would do that.
Local production?
Yeah.
Sounds good, I get that.
Yeah.
3 of those. If you ever go to a cafe in the city and you want to be the coolest guy in there, bring this newspaper holder. If you show up with this one in a country in like Central Europe or Northern Europe, you're going to be the most badass person there. So it kind of looks like he's got a real big boner from here, which is understandable if he has his girl under the waterfall. And he keeps on being hard, despite the cold water. Shall we stand next to them under the water then? All right, follow me into the darkness. Whoa. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This is my thing. This would be my dream to have in my own garden. You know, this like roof made out of leaves and branches, and it just gives you this half shadow. So you're not really in the shade, but you're also not really in the sun. And I mean, look at that with all the plants here. I mean, just going down, you hear the water in the background. This is just so relaxing. You don't need any meditation if you get that. That's enough. Like in Harry Potter, you have to fight against the 3-headed dog. One way to recognize you in Italy is really just to take a look out of the window while driving, and you'll recognize that the road guidance is always fucking rusty. I don't know what they're doing different, but it like otherwise looks like Germany, everyone speaks German, but just by this rusty road guidance, if someone just dropped you off here, you would immediately know where you're at. You would be like, oh, this rusty road guidance, I can only be in Italy, nowhere else. That being said, final thoughts on the trip to Merano.
It's a really cool place. I'm still very surprised that not more Scandinavian people or other European people actually go to Merano. I mean, it's a lot of Italians and Germans and Austrians that go there, but not a lot of other nationalities there, which surprised me because it's really beautiful. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can take hikes, you can just explore the city and the town. There's a lot of history and just in general a lot of activities. I'm for sure open to go back. I'm already thinking about when I should go back with my mom.
That's right. But I have to say, if you're there in peak summertime, it will be damn crowded, Plus, you won't have much opportunity to cool down. Of course, you can go to a public pool, but you won't have nice lakes, or I mean not big lakes to jump into. So I think the time that we chose, of course, you want to make sure the weather is all right, but if the air is a bit more crisp and it's like a mild autumn day, I think autumn is the best time to go, or maybe actually spring. But I would want to avoid the summer crowds because that place is also being famous for being super packed.
Now it was a good time to go. Not so many tourists. If you do want the Italian flair though, this is not the place for you to go because it's still very German influenced.
More German than Italian, absolutely. So if you really want this really Mediterranean Italian vibe, you should go a bit further south, like to Lago di Garda. Although the Germans conquered that place for themselves, it will give you more of an Italian flair. Absolutely, it's a big difference because people typically don't speak German anymore. Everything looks more Italian. You get more Italian food, and it's just a more authentic Italian atmosphere than in South Tyrol, which is primarily German speaking. So that's their first language, and you can see that this also does affect culture, food, and everything around you.
Quite a good trip.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peace out, we're out.